All right, guys. I figured I'd make a little video today. I'm just gonna walk and talk a little bit, not about anything in particular, but just whatever comes to my mind. I wasn't gonna make a video today at all. I wanted to wait until tomorrow, but I figured since I'm out here, maybe I'd see something that you'd want to see, and we both might be grateful that I did. So anyway, I'm back out here where I've been many times, Circle B. This is a place where gators are frequently seen, but I don't know if we'll see any today. It's a little later in the day. It's like, let's check what time it is. 3:30, 85 degrees. Water's a little low. I don't really think it's ideal circumstances, but we shall see. So I just came upon this huge turtle these guys had stopped, and I could see him looking at something. I don't know if you can see it on camera here very well or not, but he's pretty sizable. I don't know my turtles that well to know exactly what kind that is. It's a kind that I wouldn't want to have biting me, though. All right. Well, I did see a couple gators earlier. I'm not really seeing too many people on the path today. Even at this time of day, it kind of surprises me. Let's walk out here on the deck and see if we can spot anything out in the water. There's a little bird down there. I don't remember what they call those. I think some people around here call them water turkeys. I don't know why. It's pretty, but oh yes. Okay. Let me extend this rod a little bit. There's a gator right out there. Hopefully I'll be able to bring it in a little bit for you guys. Not very big, and to the right of him, I can see a turtle. Yeah, he's just watching me like I'm watching him. Okay, well, there's probably more to be seen. Bring this rod back down. All it is invisible selfie stick is what they call it. I really come to love this camera. There's a lot of people, a lot of content creators who are really into cameras, and I guess I could be that way too. I am a little bit, but just I'm not as savvy with them as a lot of people are. Some of them don't like the Insta360X3 because it's beneath them. The resolution isn't as high as you see in some cameras. It's a little bit harder to get the kind of quality that you, the creator, are trying to put out there. But man, the versatility of these things is incredible. They're very handy, and the longer I make this stuff, the longer I make this content, the less I really care about the best picture possible. Oh, here's another one. Okay, I'm gonna have to extend the selfie stick again. Do you see him? Look carefully. He's right down there. I don't know if I can get any closer or not. I don't know if he'll like try to take off. There you go. He's really still. I have no doubts that you can see him now. And that water is really low. So he's just cooling off. All right. I might have to keep this selfie stick out. Anyway, as I was saying, this thing is so cool. I mean, I really, really like it. Sure, I don't get it doesn't have the greatest picture on it compared to, like, let's say the Osmo Pocket 2 or the Osmo Action 3, which I really want. I have the Pocket 2, I just don't have the Action 3. I'm thinking about getting that. Okay. But anyway, or even the GoPro, you know. I don't really want a GoPro for too many problems with them, but this has really served me well. All right. So those people I just saw back there, you know, I stopped and talked to them, and they were saying that that gator that we just looked at had just recently just walked across the path in front of them. That's always kind of a nice thing to see. But yeah. And some other people were telling me that that's happened to them 3 times. I've only seen it happen once. Okay, here's another one. Here's another one. Right over here. And I just heard another one behind me, some distance away. Man, yeah, I'm kind of surprised to see this, actually. I didn't think they'd be anywhere around. I've seen a few kind of fatted fish, too. I wonder if they just open their mouth and wait for it to pass in front of them. It makes sense to me. Anyway, going back to these cameras that I was talking about, yeah, I'd love to have the Osmo Action 3 because I have the Pocket 2. Been waiting for the Pocket 3 to come out. I don't think it'll ever come out, but yeah, even though you don't get quite the same high resolution, this camera does things that you can't find in another camera. So that's why I like it. That's why I like using it. And it's small. The selfie stick is invisible. And I feel like I'm just rambling on about that, but I guess it kind of goes back to what I was thinking earlier. The longer I do content, the more I realize that a lot of people don't care as much about how sharp and how crisp the pictures are as, I say pictures, you know, the videos, as we do. You know, they just, you know, you can be entertained without having to have perfection. All right, I don't see anything else. I'm going to turn this off and go a little bit further and see if I can spot anything else. I'm going to be walking quite a while, though. I've been trying to get in 10,000 steps a day. It's not a perfect formula or anything, but you know, it's something that when the pedometers were invented and the Japanese started a campaign some years, I think it was back in the 60s, they came up with this number that 10,000 steps a day would greatly increase your health. And so I've always done a lot of walking, but at times I just haven't been consistent. So a month or so ago, I started walking a lot more and just started using the 10,000 steps a day as my base. And I've enjoyed it. It's not always easy. It's not always easy. Like on the weekends, it's a little bit harder for me than the weekdays. And the reason why is because on my job, I probably log about 4,000 or 5,000, sometimes 6,000 steps before I even get home. I'm in and out of my truck, walking back and forth to meters and up on different properties and whatnot. So, you know, every step counts. So by the time I get home, I only have a couple miles I need to walk to get to my 10,000, and it has made a huge difference. I just can't imagine how difficult that would be to do that every day when I got home if I was working an office job. Where, like today, for example, it's Sunday, and when I got out here, I'd only walked about 850 steps, so I've got a lot to make up. But that's what a normal day would be like for anybody working in an office. But I really come to look forward to going out my walk. And the other thing is, I usually get my walks in the evening and just walk around my neighborhood because I don't have time to go anywhere else. And the complete circuit of my neighborhood is like exactly 1 mile. I'm not trying to get a certain distance, I'm just trying to put a certain amount of steps in. But, I mean, it works. It does work. And it makes me feel better. I will tell you that, you know, they say walking helps aid in digestion because of the way the hips move and massages the lower intestine area. I don't know the right terminology, so I'm going to sound really uneducated when I talk about it, but I found that to be true. And, you know, not to give away too much information, but it does make evacuating yourself easier too, because of that very reason. That's why they say aids digestion. So, and I've noticed also that I sleep like a baby at night if I do my walking at night. So if you're having trouble sleeping, or if you're having problems with your digestion or bloating or, oh man, any number of things, I would say get out and walk and find a program that works for you, whether it's getting in 5,000, 7,000, 10,000 steps a day. And a lot of people have done this. I'm not the first one. Certainly, I'm not the first one to do anything, but there's a lot of people who do this. Like I said, it's not a magic formula. You can do whatever you want. Some people actually log distance. But I find that paying attention to the number of steps is actually easier, because if I'm logging distance, I'm thinking about knocking that all out at one time. So it wouldn't really, let's say if I wanted to walk 3 miles a day, I wouldn't even begin counting my distance until I got home and got to go out and walk, and I do it all at one time. I might walk more than is necessary. But what I like about counting my steps is that, oh, there's a big gator up here. Oh, man, yeah, look at this. Oh, he's out in the water, but his head's sticking way up. But anyway, I'll get back to this in a second. You guys got to see this. Okay. You got to be quiet, though. I'm going to go kind of slow because he just bob his head underwater if he wanted to. He might not be as big as I thought. Oh, there he goes. I knew it. So it's just easier to put your head underwater. I've had gators. Oh, there's another one. Oh my goodness. I walked right by this and did not even see it. There's 2 of them and one right here on the bank. I can't believe I was so fixated on that one that I didn't even see these. Go ahead, pet it. You know you want to. Just reach out, put your hand through the screen, and just slowly inch toward it. I don't think they mind. I mean, that's pretty cool. Wow, I can't believe I just almost passed that up. And this one's not real big. He's probably, he's longer than 6 feet, but he's not huge. Okay, well, we're gonna get going over here and see if we can find any more. By the way, no, don't actually reach out and try to pet a gator. That would just be stupid. Even if they're really tiny. The suckers are quick. All right. Would be something if he like latched onto my camera. Okay, well. And I see another one. I do see another one. This one looks small. Come up here. He's kind of like, oh no, I see several more, actually. This one, he's just barely above the surface and he's not very big. You probably can't see him. Hard to spot, but there's another one. Can you spot him? Right there. Right there. He's not real big either. Okay, well. All right, if you guys end up seeing a gator before I mention it, make sure you tell me. Well, going back to what I was saying. Look at the birdie. Look at the... That must feel so good. Stretching out your wings like that, letting the air glide through it. That must be nice. Well, okay. I gotta switch hands. I gotta figure out what to do with this phone. Man, I tell you what, I'm definitely not left-handed. There I go. Anyway, what I was saying was, it's easier for me to keep track of steps. I can cut it off at 10,000, go over 10,000, whatever the case might be, but yeah, it's just been really beneficial for me, and I would suggest doing it yourself. There's a young sandhill crane. And there's another bird. Anyhow. But you know how I do it? I actually keep track of my steps on my iPhone. I've watched so many videos about this. And in the comparison of all these different Fitbits and odometers and everything like that, they say that all the videos I've watched say, good grief. My word. That one's noisy. Anyway, they were saying that the iPhone is like the most accurate. None of them are completely accurate, 100%, but the iPhone is the most accurate. So I don't like carrying it like this on me, but you know, it works. Hi. Yeah, so I have an iPhone 13 Pro, and it's a little annoying to carry around. But the thing is, if I get a holster for it, my kids make fun of me, and they say it's just a dad thing to do, to wear it on your hip, and it probably is. I don't know, but and then if you get cargo pants with the pockets on the side, which are really handy, by the way, especially if the pockets are just big enough to put the phone in. That's really cool. I have a pair of shorts like that, 2 pairs of shorts like that. They're great. You can't even see the phone in the pocket. But anyway, so most of the time I just carry it in my hand. You know, I said I've never been out here before, but I think I actually have. You know, you go on these walks. Sometimes you go on these walks out here in Florida, and there's a lot of times not very much shade, and the sun can be unbearable. But it's like it's only about 85 degrees. Let me check it again, see if it's got any higher. 86 degrees now. But during the dead of summer, it's sweltering. So you go out here on these walks, and there's relatively little shade. You think, well, I can deal with it, not a big deal. But then you realize you forgot to bring water. And not a smart thing to do. And then you look at the signs. You've looked at the signs before you actually hit the trail. Let's say this one's only half a mile, this one's only 1 mile. But it never really seems to pan out that way. I've been on some of these trails before in different places, and you're out there for several hours before you ever get back to ground zero. So, you know, I don't know. I can tell I'm not used to holding a stick with my left hand. Bear with me here. Yeah, I can, anyway, yeah, so it's kind of it can be kind of annoying when you get out here. Oh, here's a turtle. He's got markings on him. I think someone painted this thing, put numbers on it like a race car. Maybe they're tracking it for some reason. No, I don't know. What in the world? It's got 82 painted on him. Why? Why, Mr. Turtle? Turtle. What was that? What was that Dana Carvey movie where he's like a turtle and he says that? He goes, turtle. Can't remember what that is. I've always remembered that part though. I don't know why. Maybe someone's monitoring that turtle. I have no idea. That was weird though. Very strange. I mean, I don't know why you'd want to. Does anybody know if there's a significance in the number 82? Does that have any relevance to anything else, like maybe a race car, someone's jersey? Tell me. Leave a comment down below and tell me, because I'm very curious now. Because now I feel like it's a mystery that I want to find an answer to. Anyway. Well, it's not particularly pretty out here. Looks like it might be a good place to hide a body, right? I don't know. All right. I'm gonna keep walking a bit. See if I can find anything. I was told by some people that I walked into way back there, they said if you keep going this way, there's virtually no shade. That's par for the course though. But now that I'm out here, I do think I've been this way before. All right. Yeah, this camera's cool, man. I'll tell you what, if you're interested in getting one, you can look at the link down below and get one for yourself. It'd be great to take on vacations. They're waterproof too. You can take this underwater. I can't remember how far up to, but yeah, you can take it underwater, take it in the pool. I have no intention of doing so whatsoever. I do not like public pools. Nope, I do not like them. I stay away from them as much as I can, because I heard that the burning that you get in your eyes is not from the chlorine, it's from the pee in the pool. And ever since I heard that, I thought of how many years I had swum. Is that a word? Swum? Is that right? Swam? Oh, geez. Ugh. Swum just sounds nauseating. It can't be that. I think all those years I swam in public pools and had burning eyes, and I always thought, oh, it's the chlorine. Nope. And I just don't get in them anymore. I guess if I had a pool of my own, I would, because I can monitor that, I think. But I don't do that. And you know, just because I'm in Florida doesn't mean I really like going to the beach and getting in the water there because of sharks. I do not care what anybody says. I am not going to end up a shark bait. I have actually been bumped by a shark before. Years ago when I was dating this girl, it's probably back in the early 90s out in Coquina Beach. Something bumped me 2 or 3 times, never surfaced to the water. My girlfriend and I were kind of floating on this long inflatable raft. But we weren't on the raft, we were on either side of the raft with our elbows up and just kind of talking to each other. And I got bumped, like boom, like it physically moved me. And I thought, this must be a very large man. But this large man never surfaced. And I just never saw it. And I thought, maybe it's a manatee. But it did it again. It was kind of quick. I don't think manatees are that quick. That's when I found out there at Indian Rocks Beach, or Coquina Beach. Maybe it was Coquina Beach. I can't remember. That's happened a number of times. It's kind of murky water out there at Indian Rocks. So I realized then that I was apparently bumped by a shark a couple times. And what somebody told me at work was that they do that to determine whether you're a pylon or not. I didn't, when it happened to me, I didn't overreact. I was like, oh, must be a guy. Looked around, nothing, didn't see anything. Didn't see a thing. Yeah. So, I say I don't like getting in the water, but then I go out there and I get in there up to my neck, knowing that I have virtually no chance if something had made up its mind to make a snack out of me. So I'm not keen on going to the beach and just laying there. My wife likes to do that. She likes to go there and just lay out. No, I have to be doing something. I can't just lay there. That's boring. I could do that at my house. And then, you go to the beach, you get sand all over everything. It takes days to get out. It's in your car forever, unless you go get it vacuumed out, which I'm not really good about doing. All right. Here I am talking about the beach, and I am in an area where it's like the complete opposite of that. So it tells me that I'm just rambling. But those are my thoughts today. I hope you liked the Gators. I hope you got a kick out of that. Usually there's a lot more. I mean, it depends on what time of the day you come, what time of the year you come. And I got to get out here during mating season. You guys are going to be so impressed with that. If you've never, if you live in an area where you don't have gators. All right, guys, that's the video for today. Like I said, I hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to see the description down below. Hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and I'll catch you in the next one. All right, have a good one.